Last year, it was noted that all farmers who want to sell their harvest from the 2016 Maha season to the Paddy Marketing Board must register with the Paddy Marketing Board on its website. However, on the 17th of December 2015, when two officers from the Paddy Marketing Board visited the agrarian community of the Galloya Left Bank in order to educate them on the registration process, they were left speechless in the face of the practical issues raised by the representatives of the agrarian community. On that day, the representatives of the agrarian community unanimously decided to reject the said registration process. In the end, the Paddy Marketing Board also withdrew this process of registration. The agrarian committee of the Galloya Left Bank, which convened today, once again unanimously decided to reject the new process of the government. They did so as the government officials, rather than providing answers to the practical issues that were raised, were left looking dumbstruck in the presence of the agrarian committee. The new process is with regard to the provision of the government fertilizer subsidy for the upcoming yellow harvesting season. There is one serious matter that must be taken into consideration in addition to the issues raised by these farmers. The issue is that the Department of Agrarian Development is making efforts to commit a Sakriti-style financial fraud under the guise of the fertilizer subsidy. The Commissioner General of the Department of Agrarian Development in a letter issued this set of guidelines in line with the new fertilizer subsidy policy that will be in effect in line with the yellow harvesting season. Under this program, farmers will be given cash instead of the fertilizer, and in order to obtain the funds, all the farmers must open an account at a branch of the Bank of Ceylon or the People's Bank. In addition to that, it has been made mandatory for all farmers who expect the fertilizer subsidy to open accounts at the Farmers' Bank. Some of these farmers' banks are operated by the Agrarian Services Centres as agrarian banks. The banks were launched in 1999 as a pilot project. The circular with regard to the Agrarian Bank, which functioned as a pilot project for over a decade, was only released in 2012. The circular also reads that this is a pilot project. As this continues to be functioning as a pilot project, there is no harm in nominating the Agrarian Bank for a Guinness World Record for the world's longest-running pilot project. This bank, which has been accepting deposits from farmers for over a period of 17 years, whilst only a pilot project, has not been registered under the Central Bank of Sri Lanka or the Department of Cooperative Development. Thereby, the Agrarian Bank is one that is not covered by the Banking Act of Sri Lanka, Finance Act of Sri Lanka and the Cooperative Societies Act. In order to operate a financial institution that does not come under the aforementioned acts, a special act needs to be passed in Parliament and the approval of Monetary Board needs to be obtained. As there is no legal framework surrounding the Agrarian Bank, the law needs to be enacted on anyone who forces the farmers to open an account with the Agrarian Bank in order to obtain the fertilizer subsidy. Today, the Supreme Court permitted to take up the petition that was filed by an official from the Department of Agrarian Development who was first transferred for raising questions from his superiors over the legality of the Agrarian Bank and eventually lost his job. Tomorrow on Action TV, we will highlight the reasons for the Agrarian Committee of Galloya to refuse to accept the new program to provide the fertilizer subsidy.